illustrate what you imagine that the palace looked like. You notice? By the way, it's on the 5 shekel coin. It'll have on the other side this design. And the overlook. Okay, there we go. When they wanted to write an email, they wrote it either on a scroll, a paper, or with the gula, they would stamp it. And when they stamped it, it's soft. But after it burns, what happens to the clay when it burns? It hardens with the impression of the stamp on it. And they found over here 2 bulot of 2 ministers from the times of Zedekiah, the last king of Judah. Yochal ben Shlamiyah. And maybe we're talking about Shlamiyah. It was over the household. It was over the household. There is no silver or gold here, but his bones and the bones of his mid-servant, meaning his wife, with him. Cursed be the man who will open this. Now, this was written 2,700 years ago. What is the first thing we can know from this? Who is it meant for? There's no gold, only bones. Cursed be the man who will open this. Grave robbers. So what's the conclusion? It's written in Hebrew. 2,700 years ago, even grave robbers, Jewish grave robbers, we ought to read. It's not something that's obvious. Otherwise, why write it? Think about it. 100 years ago. Okay, חמודה, אנחנו כבר ממשיכים. We're going down. Speak Spanish.
So what is, can you just give us a brief overview as to what we're going to be seeing?
Yeah, we're going, where are we going down? We're going we're going steps, many steps, about 250 steps down now. We're going to see the water system, the walls from the time of the Jebusites, 18th century BC, and we're going to walk in the dry tunnel, and whoever wants to walk in the wet tunnel can do so. I'll take the group. Most of the people are not walking in the wet tunnel, so I'll take them in the dry tunnel. Whoever wants to walk the wet can do so, really. And we'll meet at the end. We'll take a walk in a dry tunnel, about 100 meters long. Not half a kilometer.
How much long?
In feet.
Still gonna hurt. You want there?
The stones are usually slippery. You walk in the old city, the stones are slippery.
No. It's sometimes the companies that they hire me for, they pay me, but as a freelancer.
Watch out.
You can stand there. There's another group here. I want to say, explain. Okay, one more. There's another group. I'll throw it up. It's yours? No. Throw it there. Okay. So this is what he climbed. Charles Warren, I just wanted to get in before the other group. I didn't want to give another group to go before us. Charles Warren, as I said, in October, 4th of October, 1867, he wanted to climb the shaft before that, but he couldn't because this is a shaft. It's 13 meters shaft. He couldn't climb it because there was no wood in Palestine to build a ladder or scaffolding. Scaffolding is the word? In order, so he waited 3 weeks for a boat to come from England so he could do so. And when he came here, he saw it was filled with gravel, of course. Not the whole thing was excavated like today. And he crawled through all the way, and that's when he found this is called the Warren System, named after him. At first, everybody thought that David's soldiers, Yoav ben Tzruya, they climbed through here and got into the city, but apparently it wasn't so. How do we know that? When they opened up, right over here, they found, you see the crack in the stone above your head level, about half a meter above your head level, there's a crack in the stone. These are different types of limestone. One is harder than the other. One is called Isi al-Ahmar and one is Izmi al-Yahud. Those are the Arab names. And they found that this was this started too early. And the water comes in to my right. You'll see it like a tunnel. It leads to a tunnel that we'll walk through. Whoever's not walking the water will walk through it. Right when we get into that tunnel, to the right, you'll see where the water came into this pool. Now, when Hezekiah dug the tunnel, as I said, 533 meters long. They dug it from both sides, and you cannot dig underwater. I mean, we don't have fins, is the word, with the fish. Gills. Not skills. Gills. Gills. Okay. So what they did, they dried this pool off. They closed the water from coming into this pool, and they started the tunnel from here, which makes a left turn and another left turn because it goes in that direction. And that's how they dug from both directions. Now, as I mentioned before, this is the motion that they did when they dug, when they carved it out with makevet is the name in Hebrew. It's a symbol of the archaeologists. We walked down in a tunnel that led from the walls of the city to the tower over the spring. Okay, can you see over there? There's a tower over the spring. If you find standing next to me, excellent. Now, they don't know why, but in ancient times they had two choices of going down there during wartime. Either in that tunnel that we walked in, or between the two walls that lead from the wall of the city to the wall of the spring. Over here, put your face in. There you go. Okay, so whoever's walking into the water, you don't need I'll see you in about half an hour, 40 minutes, or maybe less. If there are no groups in front of you, it could take 20, 25 minutes. If there's a group in front of you, usually half an hour. Is the water cold? And the water is nice, it's pleasant. Let's call it. You're going in?
Yeah.
You have a flashlight? Yes. Okay, so just go on straight. At first, the water will pick up the pants all the way over here so they don't get wet. But
Is this okay?
that's okay, it will get wet. But only the first 10 meters, then it's for no ease.
10 meters is how much?
A little bit more.
No, it's like 50, 20
Oh, the other one.
feet. It was more than that. I don't know. I don't think it's anywhere. But he was born in Jerusalem. And David. Yes.
My second name is also Yehuda.
Your what?
His second name is Yehuda.
So is mine. My full name is Menachem Yehuda.
All I have to say is good on for merit income.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good people from merit income. No, I don't want
He's your father. He's your teacher. He thinks something like that.
Hold on, it's all wet here, guys. Careful. Don't splash me.
This is where the reservoir was, even in the times of the Jebusites. But it was different. You see the dry tunnel that we took, whoever walked in. I'm standing in the original steps from the times of Second Temple. It was renovated in the Second Temple. Towards the end, probably by Herod, if not by Pontius Pilate. And he's the one who loved seeing Jews in this position with nails in their hands. And he's the one who crucified Jesus and many other Jews. Okay, anyway, this is where the kings there's a ritual bath, a mikveh. They would baptize Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Thank you
really
very
good.
much.
Thank you.